So, so what I want to do is briefly talk about some Feldenkrais principles, but do them in short little videos so it doesn't become, a lecture. So I'll give you one little piece to think about as you go forth and do whatever Feldenkrais session that you will do next. So, and the first principle is that the Feldenkrais session isn't necessarily about the movement that you're thinking about, or the movement that's in the foreground of your attention, in the front of your attention, okay? But sometimes it is. And so let me give you an example of that. So if you're on your back, you'll see these lessons where you have, say, one hand behind the head, and I guess you can't see my knee here, I'm too far down. And Moshe will say, okay, like bring your knee towards your elbow as your elbow goes towards your knee. Your knee goes towards the elbow as the elbow goes towards the knee, just as an example. Now, from a life standpoint, from a functional standpoint, there's really no great benefit having your knee and elbow touch. I mean, we don't have to go around, touching our knee to our elbow, right? And so if you strain to do that, you're straining to do something that doesn't particularly matter, right? But if you do it in a relaxed manner, you might discover that as your knee and elbow come together, that you can breathe and relax something in your spine. Or you may find that the muscles in your back have to relax and lengthen, and then suddenly you can do it. So very often the movement instructions, it'll say, okay, do this movement, do that movement, but Moshe is going for something else, some other type of functional movement. Okay, so that's the only principle I want to talk about today, was that the whatever Feldenkrais session that you're doing, if you do it in a relaxed manner, you might discover something new about your body and about your moving and your movement that you hadn't noticed before. Okay, and then as kind of a corollary to that, if you do a session and you're straining, right, then that constricts your attention, and then you have less of a chance of finding out something new about your body. And then as another corollary, very often straining too much, it's almost like it's an attempt. It's like saying, "Oh, who I am is not good enough. I've got to get this done. There's something important about this movement. I have to please the teacher, or I should be stronger. I should be able to get this." And again, that's parasitic, as Moshe would call it. It's not necessary to have those thoughts to learn something new about yourself. In fact, and very often, if you do that extra muscling, then you won't. Okay, this is just the first approximation. We'll come back to this theme at a later time.